Hello my dear kids, how are you all? I hope you are fine. So today we are going to discuss the vocabulary junction of our chapter number 2. Okay, in the last two classes we have completed our poem Wanderthirst. Now we are going to discuss the vocabulary junction of this poem. Okay, so everybody turn to page number 117 of your textbook. There we could see the portion that we are going to discuss. So before starting with the vocabulary junction, I will just give you a warm-up activity. Okay, so here I have written 4 sentences. Okay, and now you have to identify the difference between these sentences. How will you identify? So just see, her heart is like gold. So this H-E-A-R-T, the word is spelled as heart. It's not hurt, but it is spelled as heart. Okay, so you should pronounce this word H-E-A-R-T as heart from now onwards. Okay, so her heart is like gold. Now next one, her heart is gold. So what is the difference? You could see a particular word. In this second sentence there is no such word, right? But her heart is being compared to gold. Here her heart is comparing to gold. Now just see, you are like a rock. So here there is no like. You are like a rock, you are a rock. So difference, see the difference. In the first sentences we have used the word like, and in the second sentences there is no such word, but the comparison is made between heart and gold. Okay, so heart is compared to gold, and here you is compared to rock. So a comparison is made. Now we are going to learn the poetic device that is used for comparison. So in every poem you could see certain lines in which comparisons are made. Okay, there are certain lines in a poem where comparisons are made. Okay, so now we will see. So such comparisons. So there are two poetic devices that is used in a poem, simile and metaphor. So in the poem we could see certain comparisons, and the name that is given to such comparisons are either simile or metaphor. So how these two are compared? Okay, now we will see. So in the poem you could see on page number 117, you could see, look at these lines from the poem. The wanderthirst that will not let me be, it works in me like madness. So like, the word like is used to compare the poet and his madness. Okay, so likewise, when you compare a person, place, animal or thing with something else, if you use the words like or as, then just imagine that that particular sentence is a simile. For example, just see, Rohan is wise like an owl. So here Rohan is being compared to owl, and here the word like is used. So if a comparison is made using the word like or as, okay, so it is the comparison. Simile is used to compare between two persons or two places, two animals, with the help of the words like or as. Just see this picture, busy as a bee. So busy is being compared to bee. We have used particular word as. Sparkle like diamond. So the sparkling is being compared to diamond. So like is used. So if you see any words like or as in a sentence, just write it there as simile. Okay, hungry as a bear, flat as a pancake, hard as a rock. So comparison is made, okay, between two things using the words like or as. So it is easy to find out a simile in a sentence. Just look for comparison and just search for the words like or as. If you find these two words or any of these two words in a sentence, just conclude that the poetic device used in a sentence is simile. Okay, very good. Now moving on to this one. Just see, a girl, she has blue eyes, blonde hair. Hair means blonde means the color of the hair. Okay, the brownish color is called as blonde, and she do have a bright smile. Now just see, sun is round, yellow, bright. Now we are going to compare this girl and the sun. Her smile is as bright as the sun. So now we are comparing the smile of the girl to the sun. Her smile is as bright as the sun. Now next one. Her smile is bright like the sun. Okay. Her smile is bright like the sun, or her smile is as bright as the sun. So we are comparing the smile of the girl with the sun's brightness. So likewise, this is the comparison using simile. Okay. Now moving on to metaphor. What is a metaphor? Metaphor is again a literary device or a poetic device. We could see this. Okay. To draw comparison of one thing with the another without the use of like or as. So the exact opposite of simile. So we in this particular metaphor, we will not be using like or as, but we will be comparing two things without using like or as. So in a sentence, if you don't find any words like or as, just conclude that the poetic device that is used in a sentence is metaphor. Life is a roller coaster. So here life is compared to roller coaster without the word like or as. His brain is a computer. Brain is compared to a computer without using what? Without using the words like or as. Okay. The sun was a gleaming pearl. So sun is compared to gleaming pearl. Gleaming means shining pearl. Okay. My baby brother is a cute little teddy bear. So brother is compared to cute little teddy bear. The car seat is a fluffy cloud. So car seat is compared to fluffy cloud. Custard is happiness in a bowl. So custard is compared to happiness in a bowl without using the words like or as. So simile is a comparison that is made between two things, two persons, with the help of words like as. Okay. Metaphor is a comparison between two different things without the words like or as. This is the difference. Okay. Metaphor is a figure of speech that compares one thing to another thing. Metaphors do not use the words like or as. Okay, I have listed certain examples also. Now we are going to learn how to write a postcard. So this is the writing junction of chapter number 2. Turn to page number 123. Okay, so here we are going to learn how to write a postcard. It's a very simple thing. You don't have to worry. You don't have to write so many matters in a postcard. Just 2 or 3 sentences or maximum 4 sentences, that will be enough. So postcard is a card used for sending a message by post. So if you want to send a message, immediate message to somebody by a post, then we will be using postcard. It is shorter than a letter. Okay, this is the format of the postcard. There will be a stamp and there will be a space for writing the address, and here there is a space on the left side to write the message. Okay, now we will see. This is the example that is given in your textbook, page number 123. Now we are going to learn how to write a postcard. Okay, so just see here, this is the format of the postcard. So first you have to draw a box. If you are asked a question how to write a postcard, and you are asked a question to write a postcard, then you have to draw a box and then just make a line through the center like this. You have to draw a line through the center and just draw a square kind of box here like this for stamp, and just write here as stamp. Okay, that will be fun enough. Now you will be writing on this right side, you will be writing 2. You will be writing 2 and then write the name and address of the person to whom you are sending the postcard. For example, you are sending the postcard and you are sending to whom? You have to write that person's name. For example, we will write Anju and we will write an address. Okay, for example, E1 Defense. So we have written Defense Colony, Delhi, and then now there is a space for writing PIN number. Okay, and now you have to write the 6-digit PIN number, any PIN number, maybe like 0012. Likewise, you can write PIN number also. Okay, so this is the format of writing to address. Now how to write the from this side? We have to fill up this side. Okay, so write from address. So write your address. So you have to write your address, okay, or maybe a sender's address, then write date. You can write date, then dear Anju. So write the name of person to whom you are sending the postcard, then write the message here, okay, any message, how are you, or like you, if you want to convey some important message, okay, you can write your message here. And then at last you have to write love, then your name. For example, your name is like maybe Sneha, so you can write Sneha here, okay. This is the format of writing a postcard, okay, very very important. So first draw a box. If you are asked a question like how to write a postcard, so first you have to draw a box, then draw a line through the middle of the postcard, middle of the box. On the left side you have to just write down the message, sender's address, write date, dear, then write the person to whom you are writing the postcard message, then love, your name. This side you could write to address, okay, and then draw a box, a square, and write there as stamp. So this is the format of writing a postcard. Now homework for you, write a postcard to your friend describing your holiday in Munnar. So imagine that you have gone to Munnar for your holiday, and now you have to write a postcard to your friend describing your holiday in 4 sentences. That will be enough, okay. So just see here, you have to write in the message column, you have to write about your description about your holiday in Munnar, okay. For example, you can write Munnar was a beautiful place or something like that. It's your creativity, your wish, how to fill that message corner, okay. So this is the homework for you. You have to write this homework at the back side of your notebook, okay. So until we meet next time, thank you.